How's it going? Today I'm gonna play and comp a frevo. I'm gonna show some resources we use to comp some different textures. Always start playing it, and after that I'm gonna comment one by one of the resources I used. If I remind some others also, I'm gonna talk about and show you about the how to play in authentic way this style of the state of Pernambuco. Let's start. This was the basic about comping in a frevo, and I'm gonna show you some resources I've used. So I started using a rhythm called Zé Pereira. It's a rhythm of the Carnival of Recife that has it has this accent on the lower part. I'm gonna use the form, I'm sorry. Alright, this was the basic thing I've done. After that I started to use frevo. are the main layers of frevo. The bass drum part, that it's the same that we use in the samba. We have a first beat played in staccato, with a second beat player in a larger note with a little accent. And there, in this hand, I was using the snare drum. I was simulating the snare drum, and it has one interesting pattern that we have to be careful in playing it. Alright? So this is the pattern. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Some people play it wrong because sometimes because of techniques, or they don't recognize one detail. That is this note. We have one rest of 16th, and we come with one dotted 8th note. Many people play it wrongly in this way. It seems like the clave of the Cuban music, and this sounds wrong in frevo. There are other variations of this wrong rhythm. When you don't play the last tempo, the last beat on the downbeat. If you don't play in the downbeat, it's gonna sound another style, and style from Bahia. This is the style of timbalada. Alright, I think or olodom. I'm not, I don't remember exactly, but it's not frevo. So be careful and pay attention if you are playing the right groove to comping frevo. Alright, there is another rhythmic layer that is made by the Brazilian tambourine. That is the this one. Before that, talking about this, I used also a way to play this these two layers, the snare drums and the bass drums, on the left hand. So I put in these three fingers, I used to do the 1, the root, and the 5th of the chord, and in these 2 fingers I use the 3rd and the 7th. So looks so you can have the right hand free to improvise. So this is very important to create freedom in your right hand. Alright? What else more? I was talking about the next layer, that will be the pandeiro layer. So I sometimes like to play in one direction, but you can play in both. So this is the pandeiro that you can use a percussive to give a percussive effect in your playing. All right. Other thing that you can create to change the texture, it's just play the bass on the second beat. So you play the I used in this case I used in a pedal. Alright, this can sound if you want to get a lower texture, to create some mysterious environment, musical environment. Alright. What else? There is one important thing about the breaks. The breaks are very typical in frevo and they use the upbeat. So you are playing. Also, there is one thing that happens so much. It's to comp using conventions. So somebody in frevo is soloing, making some solo, and all the other musicians you're gonna do conventions. So besides doing the comping using the beat, they are going to make some anticipations and some strong rhythm cells all together. One important thing about these conventions is there are the anticipations of 8 notes that are very common in the melodies of frevo. So pay attention if you are doing this. Alright? What else we could do? I'm gonna play a little more to remind some ideas. Fast phrases also. For example. If you're comping, I'm sorry. These are like comments. The melody is soloing and you are doing some fast answers. So it goes. Alright, let me play a little more to remind more. One thing we can use thinking on the bass, you can use diatonic passages, for example. And to give a more spicy sound, you can use more chromatic notes, like in jazz. It's gonna form a sensation of the walking bass. So this creates a spicy sensation of the bass that can sound very interesting also. Alright? So I think that's it. I think these are the basic resources I use to improvise in frevo. And if you want to know more details about some of them, just write for me on the comments. I'm gonna have pleasure to answer you and show what you need to play Brazilian music in a more authentic way. Alright, so thanks for watching and see you for more lives and quick tips about Brazilian music in this channel, Brazilian Accent Improvisation. Bye bye, see you. Fala Brian, bom dia, tudo bom? Brian, acabei cortando